So, welcome to a video about the grey heron. So, this bird is phenomenal and is really nice to see when around a lake or a sea. So, we have some interesting names in Old English, including heron, and another name which I have no idea how to pronounce. So, the grey heron can be found all around the world. So, they're found throughout Asia, including Japan. They're found in Europe and Africa. So, in the United Kingdom, they rarely migrate away, but they are known to migrate in places in Africa. So they can be found in wetland habitats and fish in both freshwater and saltwater areas. So it can be found by the sea, in lakes, in rivers, even in garden ponds. So as I've just said, the grey heron can be found in lakes and sea, and in there they eat fish, amphibians, small mammals, which can include voles, and they've even been seen eating small birds, including ducklings. So they're very carnivorous, and they mostly fish around dawn and dusk, and they'll often wait for fish to swim underneath them when they'll spear them with the beak. So they can often stand phenomenally still, so they'll wait without moving, and they'll just scan the water for the fish, and then if a fish is in the wrong place, then it's dinner. So because they're quite dependent on the water for fish, and when cold winters occur, and water, especially in still waters like ponds, they freeze. So this can quite severely damage the heron population because they can't get into the water to fish because it's frozen over. And they have been seen multiple times raiding normal garden ponds for fish. Nice. So once you know how to see a grey heron, they are quite easy to recognise. So they're relatively tall, so they're between 90 and 98 centimetres tall, and they weigh between 1.5 and 2 kilograms. So as the name suggests, they are grey, and they also have black and white feathers, and they have brown legs and a pink-yellow beak. So they have a great neck, which can be stretched out. They can also hunch it over their chest. So they are big birds, so have a wingspan of 1.8 meters, and when they're flying, they use slow wing beats to fly, but are often not flying and are just standing still, and can also balance on one leg whilst looking for fish. So grey herons are normally quite solitary, so they'll be by themselves, but then during the mating season, which is from around March to early June, they'll nest in heron areas all together, and a single tree can hold 10 different heron nests. So despite normally being by themselves, during the mating season they'll all come together. So the heron forms monogamous pairs, which means they only have one partner, and then both parents are very hands-on in bringing up the chicks, so both will incubate the eggs, and both will also bring food for their chicks to feed on. So 3 to 5 eggs will be laid in each brood, and normally there's one brood per year. So after 7 to 8 weeks, the chicks will fledge. So only a third of these chicks will make it to their second year of living. However, most herons will live for 5 years in the wild, but in captivity the oldest heron has reached 23 years of living. So the grey heron, like most species, is full of superstitions and ancient beliefs. So in medieval times, the fat of a heron, which has been killed at full moon, this was a cure for rheumatism, and they also roasted the heron, and it was a dish they ate. And in ancient Rome, the heron was a bird of divination and gave an augury, which just means it gave a sign of future events. And then in ancient Egypt, there was a bird deity named Bennu, I think I pronounced it right, who was associated with the sun, creation, and rebirth, and this deity was often depicted as a heron. So there we have it. So hopefully some interesting facts about the grey heron. So if you want to read that which was said, I do have a blog post about the grey heron, and that'll be linked down below. However, if you want to stay on YouTube, you can head on over and check out some of my videos, hopefully. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.